Jeff, I'm a big fan of your work. You really have that deep knowledge and you have a lot of new ideas I haven't heard from a lot of places. And, we just obviously went pretty deep on some of this stuff, but, a lot of people don't know much about the things that you talk about, or they don't know what they don't know. When it comes to quantum computing, I think I've had one or two guests on in the last couple of years that have touched on it. People talk about AI, but when you talk about, AGI, it's a different level. And then with CRISPR, we've all heard that acronym and, the gene sequencing, but we don't know what that really means or what it means for tech and then for the future. So I don't know. I was wondering if you could talk about, how these things go on your radar and I don't know, maybe just give us a taste of some of the ideas behind this stuff, because I think a lot of people are fascinated.
Absolutely. This is one of the hardest things that I do in terms of my work and my research. And truly one of my secrets is that I get involved very early on. So I literally, on weekends, whenever I have free time, I literally read research reports. So these aren't, company investor presentations. These are literally research reports that are coming out of bleeding edge science. And I track technology from what I like to think of as inception. From the time that these discoveries are being made, because the way that it works is that when a big discovery has been made in research, what tends to happen is that they're licensed, the technology is licensed to corporations. And those are almost always private companies. And companies are often formed around these breakthroughs. And so I follow where the intellectual property goes into these private small companies. And I'm a very active angel investor. I've invested in more than 150 different small early stage tech and biotech companies, which really gives me a lens into what's happening at the very bleeding edge of technological development. These are the things that will become big deals in 5 years. Sometimes, it takes 10 years. But I've got this inside view on how this technology is being commercialized. And I track these private companies for years, and I track the executives. I often speak with them, and I look at the progress that they're making over time, so that when they're getting ready to go public, I already understand the executives, the technology, the company, the series of fundraisings that it's been through. And by the time it hits the public markets, I already know whether it's a fantastic investment or whether it's a poor investment, or whether it's grossly overvalued, or whether nobody knows about it and it's one of the best deals that I've ever seen. And so this is part of my kind of, we can call it my proprietary, research and analysis system. But I really do play the long game. I put a lot of effort in on the front end that only materializes oftentimes years later. But I've built up a tremendous pipeline of research and knowledge and analysis that really comes out every week and every month when I publish investment research.